Hey guys, welcome back to the Not Only Carrots YouTube channel. I'm Leah and today I'll be answering a really important question. A lot of people struggle when they first become vegan with unsupportive family members and friends. So today I'm going to be giving you 5 ways to deal with unsupportive family and friends when you become a vegan. Number 1, get educated. It's really important for you to know why you have decided to become a plant-based eater, why you've become a vegan. You need to find out, is it health? Is it the environment? Is it the animal rights issues? For myself, we actually made the decision because we wanted to be healthier. So for anyone out there who has the same desire as us, go and check out nutritionfacts.org. Check out all of the cooking shows that we've got on our channel as well. And I'll give you some ideas of why it's important to be healthy and the underlying reason that you have made this dietary change in your life. Number 2, don't force it. There are a lot of people out there who will not agree with you, no matter how much information you give them. So the really important thing to remember is to share what you believe little by little. If someone says to you, but eating meat's so important and you won't be strong without meat, or dairy gives you strong bones, you can say, yeah, I actually used to think the same thing, but now I have a little bit of a different perspective. I've read some books and I have been convicted otherwise. And that's it. Don't say anything else. If they ask you a little bit more, then share a little bit more. But on the whole, a lot of people will be satisfied with a very simple answer. It's important too for you to understand the fact that for at least part of your life, it's very likely that you also ate meat, eggs, and dairy. And not everyone out there is going to want to change as quickly as you have. So if you can remember that it took you time to understand and learn as well, it'll give you more of a patience and an understanding of those people. So for example, if you are pro-choice and someone comes up to you and says, killing your baby is murder, you are going to react very negatively. You'll instantly have a wall up. You will not want to discuss anything else with that person. And in the same way, if you go up to someone and tell them that eating meat is murder, they may very well have a different perspective to you. And it doesn't mean that they're right, but it means that you need to stop. And people are going to see things a little differently to you. And unfortunately, that's just reality. All right, point number 3, make sure you cook amazing food. When we first became vegan, we had some family members who were really happy and willing for us to come along to their parties, and they were intrigued by the way that we were eating. And a lot of the times they would try and cook vegan food for us, and sometimes they would succeed and other times they would put butter on it and not have thought about it. But if you go along to these parties or a breakup at work or whatever, and you take along a beautiful vegan cheesecake and a lasagna and a fresh crispy garden salad and some potato salad and maybe a hummus with some fresh crunchy veggie sticks, people are going to be fascinated by the fact that you've actually been able to cook some normal food, and they'll be intrigued because it will taste so nice. Some people won't want to eat it, and that's totally fine too. And if someone says, I don't want to eat that weird food, say, that's fine. I get extra leftovers if you don't eat it, so it doesn't bother me, not even one little bit. And it's just one of those things that if you make an effort, other people are more likely to make an effort for you as well. All right, point number 4. Pre-warn your family, friends, and co-workers that you have become a vegan. A lot of people won't know what that means, and make sure you're very specific. Hey guys, I can't wait to come to the office breakup this week. I actually have become a vegan, so I won't be eating any meat or seafood and any dairy, so no butter, cheese, or yogurt, or cream, and I won't be eating any eggs. I know it's kind of weird. I'm very happy to bring my own food. Is that okay? And that way, people can see you're willing to make an effort, you've made it really clear what you do and don't eat, and it is going to leave a much better taste in their mouth than if you say, I'm vegan and I'm not going to eat any of your dead animal food. Okay, so this is important for you to think of it from their perspective as well. And that brings us to our very final point, point number 5, live your life healthily and happily. It is a terrible example if you are a vegan and you're going around telling everyone else that they should be vegan and you're sick and you're tired and you're anemic. If you are healthy and you are making sure you're levels in your zinc, your iron, your B12 levels are all good. You can check with a blood test and sometimes an over-the-counter test at the chemist or the drugstore. Make sure that you're doing these things, exercising, getting out in the sun, eating and drinking really well. Make sure you're avoiding things that are bad for you. Avoid cigarettes and alcohol, for example. Make sure that you are incorporating healthy foods in your diet. Your skin will look better. You will feel better as well. And if you feel better, you're going to be happier. And if you spend time every day thinking about things that are happy, do things that make you happy, spend time with your family and friends, and don't spend that time being judgmental and critical, it's going to be very evident in your life that this lifestyle change has been positive. And if you're a good example for your friends and family, it's really likely that they too will become intrigued and perhaps they will also want to adopt the same lifestyle as you. One of the things that we found really frustrating initially when we changed our diet to 100% plant-based was the fact that we received a lot of criticism from our family, people particularly claiming that we were too skinny, even though our BMI, our body mass index, was smack bang on 20, which is really healthy BMI. And it's very, very difficult because a lot of people now, the average body weight is heavier. And so when someone does lose weight, even when they're maintaining a healthy lower weight, people will often look at that and think, oh, they're underweight. But make sure that you are checking the science when you're deciding if your weight is too low. A healthy BMI, so body mass index, is between 18 and 25. So if you're having family members perhaps who are claiming that you're too skinny, then double check your body mass index. You can get online and find out the actual calculation. And if you are under 18, then they're right. You need to start to increase your calories in your diet, increase your proteins and so on. And if your body mass index is greater than 25, you actually want to be looking at ways to bring it down. Then have a read of Dr. Joel Fuhrman's The Eat to Live diet book, and he explains how to bring your weight down but using the 100% plant-based diet. It was difficult too because we had some friends and family who were worried about our children and thought that we were not doing the best by our kids and that we were going to have poor bone density because they weren't having milk and so on. But it's important to know for ourselves that we were following the science and that did make sense. And little by little we were able to share with them, and now they're fully supportive because they can see that our kids are healthy, they're full of energy, and it's certainly not a concern at all. So make sure you really read up on it. Well, I think that's pretty much it. They're the 5 tips on how to deal with people who are not supportive of your vegan diet. Make sure that you check out all the links in the description below, get educated, click the like button and the subscribe button, there's somewhere down there, and please make sure you keep an eye out for all the many cooking shows and info shows that we'll be releasing here on the Not Only Carrots channel. Thank you so much for being with us today. Also grab a cookbook if you haven't got one already, links also below, and we will see you guys next time.